Okay, so this is your demonstration on how to check your oil. So first things first, with the car turned off, you pop the hood, and that's done by pulling the hood pop lever, which is located just below the gas tank button and the trunk button. I'm going to go ahead and use my flashlight and light it up. So here's the gas button, trunk button, and down below it is the hood button. Pop the hood by pulling the lever. Then we go around to the front of the vehicle. I usually like to have gloves and a rag. The rag is pretty important. The gloves aren't necessary, but I recommend it. We can see that the hood is raised up a little bit from the rest of the car, from the bumper. So you find where the hood is separated from the bumper, and you reach underneath until you find it a little bit to the right of the Lexus logo. Find that release latch that lets us lift up the hood all the way. Push the hood up all the way, and on this Lexus it stays up on its own. And as you're looking at the engine, on the left side is where the oil dipstick is. That's where this yellow ring is. And if I look closely on it, I can see that it says engine oil. But just remember, it's this yellow ring that pulls out the dipstick. So I'll usually get my rag in my left hand, use my right hand to pull out the dipstick, and then wipe the dipstick clean. So first of all, observe that we have two dots here. The one further up the dipstick indicates full, and then the lower dot below indicates add more oil. And the distance between these two dots represents 1 quart of oil. So if your oil is at the lower dot, that means add 1 quart, and that will bring the oil level up to the top dot, which means full. So we've just cleaned the dipstick, so now we're starting with a clean dipstick. We insert it back into the dipstick tube, push it, wiggle it gently back in until it's all the way in, wait for 3 seconds, then pull it back out, and then quickly and smoothly hold it level so that you can see where the oil is on the dipstick. And we can see right now that the oil is kind of a golden yellow color. That's very healthy oil, and it's almost up to the top dot, so it means that we are basically full and we don't need to add any oil right now. So then we'll just wipe that oil off of the dipstick, slide it back into the oil dipstick tube, push it gently, wiggle it gently until it's fully in. And if you were to need to actually add any oil, you can see right here that it says engine oil, right there, engine oil. And then it also says exactly what kind of oil you need. Right here it says SAE 5W-30. And this is where you put it in. You basically just twist it to the left, pull it out. I recommend you use a funnel. Put the funnel in there, and then you put in your oil a little bit at a time. If your dipstick shows you need half a quart, put in half a quart. If your dipstick shows you need a full quart, put in a full quart. And then you just put this cap back in there. You can see how these two pieces of metal on the lid fit in these two slots in the hole. Put that in there, twist it to the right, and it should line up perfectly so that you can read engine oil. It's right side up, and everything is in line. And that's how to check your oil, and that is, if your oil is low, that's where you can add oil.